Rain. So we begin the practice by setting our mind to the practice, by setting our intention. Perhaps an intention cultivate compassion and self-compassion. Perhaps an intention to practice mindfulness. Perhaps an intention all of our own. And having set our mind, we set our heart to the practice by reflecting on our motivation. Our motivation for practicing mindfulness and compassion. Our motivation for joining together in this group, in this space this evening to practice in community. What's our deepest, most heartfelt motivation for practicing this evening? And then we can let that motivation and intention drop away from the mind and down into the body. As we set our body to the practice by setting the body in posture. So the posture doesn't have to be perfect. And it can be sitting or standing or lying on a stool or a cushion. Finding a dignified, upright, balanced posture. And in this posture, maybe we can notice the movement of the breath. We can invite the breath to lengthen a little. And to equalize. And help to bring in counting, 3 or 4 on the in-breath, and same number on the out-breath. Or maybe phrases. Breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know I'm breathing out. Maybe there's thoughts around, and we can just let those be. It's just what minds do. Let the thoughts do what they want, and let our attention rest on the breath and any counting or phrases. Turning a little more attention to the out breath. Noticing any sense of release on the out breath. Breath releases. Body releases a little tension. Maybe the mind can learn from the body and release a little involvement with thinking. And we can let go of any need to control the breath. And trust the body to breathe itself. We can follow the breath down into the body. Letting this mind come home to the body, feeling our way into it. Feeling the ground beneath us, maybe through the seat or the floor. And beneath that, whatever we're sitting on or standing, lying on, vast earth holding our weight. We can trust this ground to hold this body unconditionally. And so we can give a little more weight up to the ground. Just so we can trust this body to hold our mind unconditionally. So we ground ourselves in the body in whatever way works for us. Maybe a little mini body scan, maybe just seeing which bits of the body are calling for our attention. Becoming aware of the whole body. Whole body unconditionally held by the ground and surrounded by space. Now into this space, into this body, I'm going to drop a poem. The Guest House by Rumi. This being human is a guest house. Every morning, a new arrival, a joy, a depression, a meanness. Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they're a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture. Still treat every guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice. Meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. And so we move into the RAIN practice. And RAIN is an acronym. And the R stands for recognize. Recognize who's been knocking at our guest house door. What feeling in this body, in this gut, feeling in our heart? What thoughts have we been pushing away? They keep wanting to be had or felt. We've kept them out because we don't want to feel that malice or shame. Maybe we're trying so hard to be good that we can't allow the thought that we want to think. What's knocking at the guest house door? What's been around that we've not been acknowledging? And we move to the A of RAIN, the acceptance. We throw our guest house door open and welcome our guest. Really accepting and allowing whatever's here to be here, inviting them in, offering them a seat and a cup of tea. Even if it's a crowd of sorrows or a joy or a shame or a malice, we invite it in. Accept this is how it is, and all feelings, all thoughts are welcome here. And we move to the I of RAIN, which stands for investigate or intimately investigate. Intimately, kindly. The warm, intimate curiosity. They really get to know this guest. Maybe if it's come as a thought, we can ask, how does this feel in my body, in my gut? What feelings in my heart go with it? And if it's come as a feeling, we can maybe ask what thoughts go with it. You're picking up what the felt sensation of this guest is in this body right now. Maybe we can notice how we feel about this guest, how we feel about it. And we can ask ourselves, how might a dear friend see this guest? They see it the same as us or differently? What might they say to us? There a different way we can look at this guest? Maybe we can ask ourselves, does this guest have a shape or a color? How do I feel about this? And however we feel about what we feel, there's no right or wrong way. All are welcome in this guest house. Maybe we need to move to the N of rain, which stands for nurture. You might want to place a hand on the heart, or even two. Really feeling the warmth of that hand, the weight of that hand, and our large, big, compassionate heart giving ourselves comfort through the weight of that hand, using a little weight as we would to comfort a distressed child, and then feeling that weight from the heart beneath. And giving ourselves some words of nurture, whatever we need to hear right now. Maybe just, it's okay. Maybe words of soothe. Maybe words that just you know you need to hear. You're ready, letting any hand drop. Letting go of any imagining, letting go of any sense of the guest side. Coming back to the simplicity of this whole body, resting on the ground, on the vast earth, unconditionally, and surrounded by space. And for the last few moments of this practice, we can let the mind go free into that space. Nothing to do. Nowhere to go. As we come to the end of the practice, we gather together any benefits of this practice, any sense of gratitude to ourselves for practicing, to our colleagues here for sharing the practice. We can form a generous wish that we would share these benefits with others out in the world, just in the way we are, and a smile here, a word there, so that the benefits ripple out in ever widening circles.